Nature is pretty good at staying beautiful all on its own, and the only thing someone has to do is find a few scenic spots and keep from obstructing your view. And that's exactly what the Attrap Rêve have done with their bubble room hotel chain. With 5 locations throughout France, they aren't the first to offer the bubble room experience, but they are the biggest. And what originally was a really cool design project has turned into a hotel, a stay in which you could really brag to your friends about. With a 360-degree view, the bubble room aims to make you feel one with nature, but without forcing you to give up the comforts you are used to, things like furniture, electricity, and sheets with a 300 thread count. As you stargaze, a silent blower will keep the space inflated and prevent humidity and condensation from forming. But if you want stars in the sky, beautiful sunrises, and a body of water into which you can cannonball without feeling judged, then the underwater room at the Manta resort is as good as it gets. It is a single private suite that floats on its own in the Indian Ocean, but it's part of the Manta resort some 250 meters away on the Zanzibar archipelago, Tanzania. It has all the amenities of a regular hotel room, along with a spectacular view above, below, and at sea level. At night, lights illuminate the water outside the windows to attract the otherwise elusive creatures of the aquatic world. Check out a few before you are gently rocked to sleep in your floating bedroom, and the next day, do it all over again. But if your recent viewing of Captain Phillips left you feeling unreasonably vulnerable to Somalian pirates, you will find safety and luxury at the Spitbank Fort. Located in the Solent near Portsmouth, England, this fort was built in 1878 to thwart possible French invasions. Then, in 2009, it became a luxury hotel with 9 suites and almost as many bars, restaurants, and lounge areas. And the rest of the space has been transformed into all kinds of recreation and leisure rooms. Gym, poker, billiard, wine tasting cellar, sauna, smoking room, open-air hot pool, and a fire pit area are just some of the gems you will find at this exclusive fort. And if you want to rub shoulders with the kinds of people that could just buy this fort on a whim, then you should head on over to what is perhaps the world's most extravagant hotel, the Burj Al Arab in Dubai. The architects were commissioned to make this building as iconic to Dubai as the Opera House is to Sydney or the Eiffel Tower is to Paris, and they succeeded. On its own artificial island and at a cost of $650 million to erect, it is a product of great opulence and imagination. There are 202 suites and 1,600 various hotel associates, making for a staff-to-suite ratio of 8:1. And with butlers and attendants 24 hours a day to address the needs and whims of each and every guest, it's no wonder that the Burj Al Arab is often referred to as the world's only 7-star hotel. Then of course there's the helipad, 210 meters above ground, which as often as not is used for some elaborate publicity stunt, like a friendly tennis match between the game's legends, or Red Bull celebrating their Formula 1 victories by having their driver act like a teen that just borrowed his mom's car for the very first time. Yeah, it's a cool hotel. Richer still in imagination, we have a transient hotel that has to be built anew every single year. It's the IceHotel in Jukkasjärvi, Sweden. Sculptors are invited from all over the world to participate in creating the hotel. Preferring ice and snow to mahogany and gold, they are carefully chosen by a jury based on their skill and originality. And in total, about 50 artists participate in creation of the 80 or so rooms. Every room is individually designed and handcrafted, and once it melts, that's it. In other words, only you and just a handful of other people in the entire world will get to experience the hotel room you stay in. Construction begins in December, and guests are welcomed well before it's complete and can see for themselves how some rooms take shape. Then, in April, it all begins to melt. On the other hand of the spectrum, we've got a hotel that's all about function. Its elegance is in its simplicity. It's the 9H, or the 9-hour capsule hotel in Kyoto. Even the name suggests its utilitarian purpose. Check in, shower, sleep, and get ready for your day in just 9 hours. it's also quite possibly the coolest and most modern capsule hotel in the world. Clean lines and simple icons make navigating the hotel simple and intuitive. At the elevators, guests are separated by gender and are taken to their respective floors for bathing and sleeping quarters. A male elevator will not go to one of the female floors and vice versa. And to ensure you have a good night's rest, the sleeping pods are equipped with pillows that are designed to help you maintain a healthy posture as you sleep. Meanwhile, the morning alarm is designed to wake you up with light rather than sound, which means that the guests waking up before you in nearby pods will not disturb you. And if you want a truly out-of-this-world hotel, then you need to head on up into the ionosphere, namely 350 kilometers above the Earth to the commercial space station, or the Space Hotel as it's informally known. At the moment, it's only a project in the making by the Russian Orbital Technologies company, but as early as in the next 2 years, you'll be able to sleep in zero gravity and enjoy a fine dining experience with views of the Earth that'll make Felix Baumgartner jealous. Provided, of course, that you have the GDP of a small country to pay for your trip. The Space Hotel will accommodate 7 guests at a time and will be more comfortable than the International Space Station. Oh, and you get there by a rocket.